Hello students, today in this video we will see how to trace the curves given by the polar coordinates of the type r is equal to a sin n theta or r is equal to a cos of n theta. And these type of curves, they are known as the Rhodes curves. Now to trace the curves, the first point to be taken into consideration is the symmetry of the curve. Now to check the symmetry of the curve, what we'll do, if we substitute theta is equal to minus theta in the equation of the curve, and if the equation remains unchanged, then we can say that the given curve is symmetric about the initial line. Like we can say the curves given by r is equal to a cos n theta. We know cos of minus theta is cos theta. So if we substitute minus theta for theta in this equation, so what you will have, r is equal to a cos of n of minus theta, and it is equal to a cos of n theta. That is, the equation remains unchanged. So we can say that the given curve is symmetric about the initial line. Next, if we change theta to minus theta and r to minus r simultaneously in the equation of the curve, and if the equation of the curve remains unchanged, then we can say that the given curve is symmetrical about the line theta is equal to pi by 2, which passes through the pole and is perpendicular to the initial line. For example, if the curve is given by r is equal to a sin n theta, if we replace r by minus r and theta by minus theta, what we'll have? We'll have minus r is equal to minus a sin of n theta, that is r is equal to a sin of n theta. That is, the equation remains unchanged. So we can say that the given curve is symmetrical about the line theta is equal to pi by 2. Then, to trace the curves, there are some rules. We'll see those. Now, for r is equal to a sin n theta and r is equal to a cos n theta, what we'll do, we'll divide each quadrant into n equal parts. Now, suppose we have r is equal to a sin n theta as a sin of 4 theta. So, what is n here? It is 4. So what we'll do, we'll divide each quadrant into 4 equal parts. Now if we take the first quadrant, what it is from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 2. So if we divide the quadrant into 4 equal parts, each part will be how much? It will be pi by 2 divided by 4, that is pi by 8. So the first part, it ranges from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 8. Next will be from pi by 8 to pi by 4. The third part will be from pi by 4 to 3 pi by 8. And the fourth part will be from 3 pi by 8 to pi by 2. Similarly, you can divide the second, third and the fourth quadrant. So depending on the value of n, we have to decide how many number of parts each quadrant will have. Now, if n is even, we'll have 2n loops for the curve, and if n is odd, we'll have n loops for the curve. We'll see with an example. For n is even, if we have r is equal to a cos 4 theta, now here n is 4, which is even. So how many loops we'll have? We'll have 2n, that is 2 times 4, that is 8 loops for the curve. So you can see from the figure, this is the curve for r is equal to a cos 4 theta, which has 8 loops. And if n is odd, we have n loops. Suppose we have r is equal to a sin 5 theta, where n is 5, which is odd. So how many loops we'll have? We will have 5 loops for the curve. You can see the figure. This is the curve for r is equal to a sin 5 theta, which has got 5 loops. Now, for r is equal to a cos of n theta, that is, if the equation of the curve contains cos theta or cos n theta. we'll draw the first loop along theta is equal to 0 degree. Now we can see here we have r is equal to a cos of 4 theta. The first loop, it is drawn along the line theta is equal to 0. And then you have to draw the remaining loops for the curve. For r is equal to a sin n theta, draw first loop along theta is equal to pi upon 2n. Now r is equal to a sin 5 theta. Now here n is 5. We have divided the quadrant into 5 equal parts. The first part ranges from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 10. Now the first loop is to be drawn along which line? It's pi upon 2n. Now n is 5 here. So it will be how much? Pi upon 2 into 5. That is pi upon 10. So the first loop is drawn along this line pi by 10. Then, if n is even, draw loops in every sector consecutively. Now, you can see here, these are the sectors. Now, here you can see n is even, we have 4. So, what we are going to do, we are going to draw the loop consecutively in each sector. You can see the figure. You have a loop here, you have again a loop here, you have a loop here, you have it consecutively. Okay. And if n is odd, keep 2 sectors vacant between the loops. Now here you can see what is n. Here it is 5. We have got r is a sin 5 theta, n is 5, which is odd. This is the first loop which we have drawn. Then you have to keep 2 sectors vacant after that, 1 and 2. You have drawn the next loop in the next sector here. Then again 2 sectors vacant. Here you have the loop. Then again 2 sectors vacant, you have the loop here. And again 2 sectors vacant, you have the loop here. Then you have to find the tangent at the origin. For that, what you'll do, you have to put r is equal to 0 and find different values of theta. And you have to neglect the values beyond 360 degree, that is 2 pi. The value of theta will give the tangent at the pole. And last point comes tangent at special point. For that, we have to use the formula tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr. And you have to find the value of phi. And we have to find the points where tan phi is 0 or infinity. That is, we have to find the points where the tangent coincides with the radius vector or it is perpendicular to it. So, once again we'll revise this. First we'll substitute theta is equal to minus theta in the given equation, and if the equation remains unchanged, then the curve is symmetric about the initial line. Next, if we change theta to minus theta and r to minus r simultaneously in the equation and the equation remains unchanged, then the curve is symmetrical about the line theta is equal to pi by 2. Then to trace the curves, for r is a sin n theta or r is a cos of n theta, we are going to divide each quadrant into n equal parts. If n is even, we will have 2n loops for the curve, and if n is odd, we will have only n loops for the curve. For r is equal to a cos n theta, the first loop is to be drawn along the line theta is equal to 0 degree. And for r is equal to a sin of n theta, the first loop is to be drawn along theta is equal to pi upon 2n. If n is even, you have to draw the loops in every sector consecutively. That is, you don't have to leave any sector vacant. and if n is odd, you have to keep two sectors vacant between the loops. Then you have to find the tangent at the origin, and then you have to find the tangent at the special point, and you have to find the points where the tangent coincides with the radius vector or is perpendicular to it. In the next video, we'll see an example how to trace a rose curve. Thank you.